Then Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues, preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. Now watch this. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion for them because they were weary and scattered like sheep having no shepherd. Here and in a lot of other places in your gospels, you're going to see that phrase, moved with compassion. And the Greek idea behind that phrase is, it literally means the area of the bowels. Now don't think about bowels like we think about bowels. In the Eastern mind, it is the innermost part of someone. Now watch this. When it says moved with compassion, if you look that up in Greek, it means the bowels. But in the mind of the apostle, and in the Grecian mind, that was the innermost being of somebody. Well, guys, that was what motivated Jesus to heal. Now, I want to end right here. This is just chapter 9. I don't know what we're going to do about 10, 11, 12, and 13, but I got to stop right here and teach you this because it's going to help you pray. Okay? Moved with compassion. You'll see it many times. You see it here, and you'll see it many times. And oftentimes it is in the realm of, and it is here too, because it's just talking about him healing. It's in the realm of healing. Innermost part of him. So what does this tell us? It tells us that oftentimes Jesus healed out of compassion for somebody. Rick, he looked at them and just out of compassion for them, because he was moved in his innermost being. He just healed them. Not because they deserved it, not because they tilted their head a certain way and asked for it, not because they paid for it, not because they earned it, but just because of his compassion. Do y'all see that? So here's how you pray. You say, Father, I come to you. Say you're sick. Father, I come to you. And Jesus, I just thank you, first of all, that your death on the cross paid for this sickness. It is part of my covenant, and I thank you for it. And so, Lord, I know that based on the covenant, healing belongs to me. But, Lord, I also know that according to your word, Jesus says, put me in remembrance of my word that I may perform it on your behalf. That's what he says. So you say, Lord, based on your word says that in the Gospels, you healed people out of compassion. You healed people because you were moved on your innermost being. And so, Jesus, I ask you right now, just based on your compassion, God, just based on your goodness, and because you're just full of mercy, I ask you to heal me. And that's going to put everything right back on him. And he's going to say, man, Lauren she's recognizing my compassion. She knows I'm good. And I feel that for her. And he heals her. How about that? Isn't that a good way to pray? Rather than, Lord, I know I don't deserve it. And Lord, I know there's people sicker than me. Don't pray like that. You got to go to him based on his mercy and his goodness and his compassion. Lord, based on all that, Lord, I know you see me. I know you have compassion for me. I know you got mercy for me. I know you love me, and I know it's in my covenant. And I speak healing over my body right now, not based on my merit, Lord, but based on your goodness. And he's going to go, hey, sign her up. She's healed. Right? But we'll just tolerate it. We'll just tolerate it. Because I'm not that sick. I hadn't been very good this week, so he don't really owe me a healing. Stop that. That's the voice of the enemy. But you've got to know how to pray the word. Take him back to the gospel story where he moved on somebody out of compassion.